Hey there everybody, redxparasite here, and welcome back to Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland. In the last episode, we went through all of Butter Building, and apparently that company that I mentioned early in the episode had two CEOs instead of one. Or maybe one of them was the CEO and one of them was the CFO. But anyways, we took down the corporation, the evil corporation, using our Death Note. Ball JK. But in this episode, we are in the clouds. We gotta get our head in the clouds this time, as opposed to getting out of that. But we have another UFO segment, which is kind of nice. It's always nice to see things like this, because this is probably one of my favorite power-ups in the game, just because it's kind of free roaming and it allows you to do whatever you want. It's good that they have a good number of these in the game, but not too many, because if you have too much of something, then you don't appreciate it that much, but if you don't have it, then you think, well, that was kind of a waste. Anyways, I just talked right over this secret right here. This little thing right here, I don't really know how to describe it, but I think you can probably tell what I'm trying to address there. There's a secret there, so make sure you get that if you feel like it. I mean, there's really no excuse for missing it. So you may as well get it. Aha! Tornado Kirby! Ah! I don't have any control over where I'm going! And I'm semi-invincible. I think I was a little too late on that. Got a 4. Ugh. 4. I guess it matches what world we're in. We're in World 4. Grape Garden. Haven't seen many grapes here. There need to be more grapes. It needs to fit the name of the world. This game's stupid. I am joking, of course. But there do need to be more grapes. I, after all, am a king. And I need to have my grapes. Grape me. In the mouth. Guys, I found a secret. There's a secret. Oh my god, look, there's a tomato. Tomato! Back! I thought you died in the last episode. But we were reunited. It's so touching. Finally got to meet back with my tomato. My tomatoes. I don't know where that came from. That one part of me that is the random number generator. Now, I'm actually going to try to employ a little strategy here. One good strategy is to not get hit. But with these two bosses, if you kill one of the bosses, you can, of course, suck it up, get Crash, and you can use it on the other boss, which will nearly kill it. See, there's the very nearly kill it, and all it takes is one more bomb. That was swift. That's one way that you can take down this boss a little bit easier. And I got a 2. Well, it's better than a 4. Guess I shouldn't be complaining. Not like it really matters too much, because I know your lives reset whenever you reset the game. I think your score resets as well. I might be wrong, though. I'll have to check that at some point. Anyway, here's the first instance of cannons. So if you light the fuse, you can light it with a number of different fire-causing techniques. Of course, fire being the primary one, but you can also light it with lasers, which is important later. It'll be important later, but anyways, all you have to do is just get to the cannon in time. This one's very lenient. Gives you a lot of time to get there. They will get significantly harder, and some of the ones near the end of the game are ridiculously annoying to try to do. But anyways, there's wind here, and it makes you kind of go all slidey slide. I wasn't moving there, but anyways, there's a door back here, and of course, there's another secret. They seem to be laying on the secrets pretty heavily now that we're in the 4th world already. It's only the 3rd episode, we're in the 4th world. I mean, this game goes by very fast, if you couldn't tell. I mean, I think think I could probably just nonchalantly get through this game in maybe about a couple hours, 100%. Although there are certain games that I can get through very quickly, like a couple of Metroid games, for instance. I probably mentioned Metroid somewhat. I did mention it earlier when I called the abilities in this game power-ups. Yeah, that Metroid is my favorite series. I'm gonna say it. It's true. I probably play them the most of any games. Should be talking about Kirby though, because I like Kirby too. Although Kirby's kind of a different thing from Metroid. They're two different genres. Oh my gosh, it's ball Kirby. Look at my balls, guys. My balls. But the thing about this copy is that it's kind of useful like here, and this is like the only room in the game where it's useful. Because right here you have pits, and if you fall into the pits, of course you die, so it's not very useful to be bouncing around semi-uncontrollably. I mean, the other thing about Ball is that you're not completely invincible when you're doing it either. Anyways, here comes something that is really interesting. It's kind of a race to the finish, because you have to race against this thing. It's obviously destroying blocks, and oh my god, that was close. I'm glad that I was able to do that, but that's very nerve-wracking. This is a really hard to do at this point in the game. It's quite the challenge. Oh great! I hate this thing. I hate this thing more than the throw guy. I'm so great at naming things, but this elephantine boss here is just super annoying because he rolls and then he grabs you, and it's just kind of aggravating when he actually gets you, because you have to sit and watch the animation of him hitting you and wait until you actually get hit. It's kind of frustrating. But your primary method will be spinning his apples back at him. See, like, the bosses in this game spawn the weirdest things. One of them spawns Ladybug, which is kind of weird. This one spawns apples. Is it regurgitating them? It'd be kind of weird. I guess this just goes to show what happens when you try to analyze Kirby and think about it too much. That's one of my major faults. I probably overthink stuff a lot. I mean, sometimes that's good for an engineer, but sometimes it leads to interesting commentary, I suppose. Anyways, Sugar Rush! See, Kirby, teaching great lessons to your kids. If you eat a lot of sugar, then you can run faster and just kill everything you touch. Great message. Definitely want my kids to know. I'm kidding. See, this is another case of me being stupid. Well, at least the running into the spikes was. The running of the spikes. Kirby doesn't do the running of the bulls, he does the running of the spikes. But no, just don't think about it too much. That's how things like... I'm trying to think. That's how things like PETA happen. Is they're just concentrating on it too much. I mean, it's a novel idea. I mean, I will admit that I'm a vegetarian. I don't know if I've mentioned that on this channel before. I mean, I have my reasons, but you know, I'm trying to be moderate, unlike them, and they're just trying to go way too far with their Mario Tanuki or Pokemon Black and White. Ugh, PETA. I mean, you make it hard for people to take you seriously. I think actually a lot of people could learn that lesson. You know, being moderate is a good thing. Oh well, I'll just Iron Man my way through the rest of this. I just almost missed that entirely. I took my hand off the A button for some reason. I was trying to adjust my controller. But yeah, that's my spiel on PETA. and being moderate kind of ties into the whole politics thing that I was talking about last episode. I believe that I also talked about being like a moderate. Yeah, I was talking about how I got deep in my views and how I was kind of joking about that. Well, it turns out that sometimes I actually can be deep, or at least, you know, deeper than just, oh my god, I got head. Oh my god, yeah guys, I got head. Anyways, we're gonna take down Mr. Time Lord here. No TARDIS required. I really need to watch Doctor Who. Because, I mean, I have a lot of friends who are Whovians, and it seems like something I'd really like. I'm kind of a nerd, but anyways, let's just move on. Now, this is one of those light sections, and this is kind of the biggest move right here. I will openly admit this. So you get the light power up back there, like right here, see where the enemy spawns, and so you use it, and if you come back here, there's a hidden door that leads to the secret. However, you can't see it when it's dark. And, you know, you really don't have much of an inclination to go back, because, I mean, why would you go to the left in a platformer? That's crazy. You can still go in the door when it's dark, but you have no way of knowing that it's there. So that's a pretty well hidden secret, actually. I mean, it's good. I mean, it's kind of dickish, but then in a certain sense, you know, it's also a very well hidden secret then. I think when I was playing through this, kind of as a practice run, kind of just because I was bored on vacation. So I had a 20-hour car trip from Ohio to Colorado. I mean, we split up in 2 days, but still, it was a long car trip, so, you know, I was finding some way to pass the time. Some of it was Harry Potter 7 audiobook, but, you know, had to do quite a bit of Game Boying on the trip. This is one of the things that I played, and I got a 1. Yay! Hooray for 1s. Anyways, we're coming on to the boss of Grape Garden. And then Kracko says, "Are you coming on to me?" It's creepy because Kracko is a cloud. Although he does appear in quite a few Kirby games, he's one of the staple bosses. He is a staple, cloud staple. Don't know where I'm going with this. But anyways, you actually have to go up to get to where you fight Kracko, which is kind of interesting. Let's see what he does here. So this is one of his attacks. It's electricity. You know, he's making it thunder because, you know, he's a cloud. That makes sense. Anyways, he also does that swooping attack where he'll come down and go whoosh. That's my great sound effect right there. And then he also spawns high jump enemies, so that you can actually damage him if you don't have a power up. Yeah, if you lose yours. Anyways, other than that, it's pretty simple. I mean, you could see my basic strategy for dealing with him. And so that's gonna about do it for this episode of Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland. And poor Kirby, my tomato! No! He rolled down the hill. So sad. Okay, well, thanks anyways for watching. See you in the next one. redxparasite signing out.